Welcome to the English Revision, children. Today we will start the second section, that is section B, writing and grammar. In this section we have 5 bits. The first one is jumbled up words. Next, course book exercises. Next, workbook exercises, notice writing and diary entry. First we will see the jumbled up words or sentences. You can see here, first one, what, doing, are, doing, what, you. At the end, punctuation mark is also there. What is it? Question mark. So, what we have to write here, the answer is question word. So, which is the question word here? What. So, start with what. What are you doing? Punctuation mark is question mark. So, we have to put the question mark there. We have to unscramble the words. Then the second one, dress, I, new, have, a. Punctuation mark is full stop. So the sentence will be not a question. So we have to start with I have a new dress. Let us see some more examples of jumbled up sentences. First one, school go to you every day. You go to school every day. I guitar the well very play. I play the guitar very well. In this way you have to unscramble the words. Some more examples. An activity English now doing I am. I am doing an English activity now. I knew a toothbrush need to buy. I need to buy a new toothbrush. Here I have given you 10 sentences for your exercise. You have to rearrange those jumbled up words and make them into sensible and correct sentences. Now here is another exercise for you so that you can practice more number of sentences and have the ability to correct whichever the sentences which are given in the exam. Don't think that from only these the questions will be coming, but they may be different also. Have some practice for rearranging sentences. Now we will see our course book exercises. From the course book, question answers will not be given, only the grammar part will be taken for the exam. See the first bit of the course book. These are the opposite words. There are up to H, from A to H there are opposite words, and the answers also you have written in the course book that you have to practice for the exam. These will be coming under short answer questions. The next bit is match the following in columns A and B. The 2 columns will be given. You have to match them. These also will be coming under short questions for 1 mark from the course book. The next bit from the course book is the hyphenated words. Here some words are given without hyphens and you have to put the hyphen in the correct place so that the word will become correct hyphenated word from the 3 kinds of hyphenated words we have learned in the video. The next bit is the similes. Similes are nothing but comparing words. When we are comparing 2 things, we use similes. If something is so soft, a cloth or a rug, we compare it with a feather, as soft as a feather. These also will be coming in the exam as short answers from our course book. Now we will see the exercises from our workbook which are given in the exam. The first one is the compound words. When 2 words are mixed together to form a different word with a different meaning, they are called the compound words. Some compound words may be hyphenated, some may be written together, or some may be written as 2 words, but they give the different meaning when they are used together. These are called the compound words. The next one is the use of idioms. Idioms are the sayings of our ancestors when they are comparing or when they are explaining the ways of living and what kind of behavior they have. These we are to use as a subject of the sentence when we are telling about someone how their behavior is. The next bit is was able to, were able to, or will be able to. When we are explaining our ability, whether it may be in the past or in the future, we have to use able to. With past tense you have to use was, with future tense you have to use will be. Now we will see the words which start with COM. For example, compete, combine, commute, communicate, or compel. These words we have to use in the blanks in the given sentences to make the complete sense. Now we will see a brief explanation about the notice writing, which we have already written in the classwork. Now we will see the notice writing. Notice is a written or printed information so that others, whoever is reading, can know the purpose of the notice. Now see the format. Format of the notice. First we have to write the school or organization name and place in capital letters. Then after that, notice, the word notice should be written in capital letters. Then heading, date, body of the notice, what is the matter, then signature and name of the person who is writing the notice, and designation means post. In the school, head boy, head girl will be there, principal, class teacher. Those are the designations of the people who is writing the notice. Children, when you are given your notebooks for correction, I noticed that some of you have not drawn the box for the notice. The drawing of box is very important. It will also carry some marks. So don't forget to draw the box after the notice is finished. And don't forget to write the school's name and the word notice in capital letters. Now it is time for revising diary entry. Diary entry is a personal document where we can record our emotions and feelings and all the important events that happened in a day. This cannot be done in any way we want in the exam, but we need to follow some format. For example, you are seeing in the picture the format of a diary. First we have to write day and date, then time, and the heading. If any important event is there on that day, like your birthday or annual day or sports day, you can mention the heading. Then the first line, dear diary. Then all the events what happened in the day you have to write. Then concluding line, dear diary, and you have to write your name. Here is an example for a diary entry. There is a boy called Tony and he celebrated his birthday and he is writing his all the things, whatever he has done in the whole day, how he is feeling, what he has done, what he was wearing during the party, who came to the party, and all he is explaining in the diary entry. In this example, another boy called Manav is expressing his views or experiences when he went to the vegetable market alone and brought some fresh vegetables for his mother, who was very proud of him. Now that we have seen two examples of diary writing which you can refer for your exams, after that you can write a diary entry about your feelings when you are writing your exam sitting at home. You are not coming to school and you are writing your exam sitting at home. How are you feeling? You can write a diary entry. And another exercise is of notice writing about a painting competition to be held in the school on account of World Environment Day.